the King. Through eternal ages let his praises ring. Glory in the highest I will shout and sing, standing on the promises of God. Standing on the promises of God, my Savior, standing. I'm standing on the promises of God. Standing on the promises that cannot fail. When the howling storms of doubt and fear assail, by the living word of God I shall prevail. Standing on the promises of God. Standing on the promises of God, my Savior, standing. I'm standing on the promises of God. Standing on the promises of Christ the Lord, bound in eternally beloved stronghold, overcoming daily with the Spirit's sword, standing on the promises of love. Standing on the promises of God, my Savior, standing. I'm standing on the promises of God. Standing on the promises I cannot fall, listening every moment to the Spirit's call, resting in my Savior as my all in all, standing on the promises of God. Standing on the promises of God, my Savior, standing. I'm standing on the promises of God.
And now we're going to stand on the promises of some things that are coming up this week in the life of our church. Here's Robin Anderson.
Good morning. Welcome to worship. I hope that everyone is doing well. It is good to see you today. The first big announcement that we have is that we have a new CBC baby. Yay! So Leanne and Matt are the proud parents of Desmond James Kudla. So be praying for them as they adjust to life in a very different way. As of now, they've said that they don't think that they need a meal train, but I'll keep asking and checking in, and if that changes, we will post one for them. Speaking of meal trains, we will have one starting soon for, actually I think it's this week, for Kenny and Athena. Kenny's here with Taylor. Yay! I think that parents are about to leave and Kenny's about to go back to work, so now is the time that our meals will be most helpful to them. So there's a sign up in the weekly emails if anyone would like to sign up to participate in that. Today we are having communion as part of our service, so if you are worshiping with us online, you might want to have something to eat and drink with you during the service. And then those of you that are here in person, we will have a potluck after worship that we'd love for you to stay for. It'll be downstairs. We have kind of an Olympic theme today, and there might actually be a few little Olympic competitions happening with prizes. So we hope that you'll stay for that. This month, We are collecting some school supplies for Naomi Brooks Elementary School, which is just at the end of the street here. We are going to be collecting disinfectant wipes, expo markers, boxes of tissues, and Ticonderoga brand pencils. Those are the teachers' favorites. So if you would like to bring some of those over the next 4 weeks, there's a collection box out here. And then we will take those all to the school at the beginning of September. This week is the tax-free shopping. So if anybody wants to go today, each of the supplies that we're collecting are all tax-free in Virginia. Next Sunday, we are having our back-to-school blessing for educators and students, preschool to grad school, during the service. And then after the service next week, we will have our end of summer water balloon fight that everyone can participate in, not just kids. And we would love to have a popsicle party. So if you would like to bring a box of popsicles, let me know. We would love to have like 6 boxes of popsicles for that. There is a possibility that we could go whitewater rafting in West Virginia the weekend after Labor Day. That would be September 7th. The cost for that would be $85, and anybody 50 pounds or up could go. So that they on their website, that's usually like between ages 6 and 8. So if that is something that you'd be interested in, let Marty or Elisa or I know, and if we've got a group that wants to go, we'll book it and have that happening. There is the women's retreat happening in Capon Springs, September 20th through 22nd. There's information about that in the weekly emails. If you've got questions for me, let me know. I'd love to answer those for you. And then on October 20th, I know this is a little early, but Alive, one of our ministry partners here in Alexandria, has their big fundraiser, which is a walkathon. For their walkathon, you can either do a 5K walk or you can do a 5-mile walk. And we will have a CBC team again this year. So as you see, the weekly emails coming out, just look and notice when we have registration for the Alive Walkathon. And if you'd like to sign up and be part of our team, we'd love to have you. I think that's it as far as my announcements, but Tiffany would like to come talk about the remembrance that will be happening this week for Benjamin Thomas.
Hi everyone, thank you. So on Thursday at 6:30, we're going to have a remembrance program at Shiloh Baptist Church. Shiloh is, its address is actually on Jameson, and if you don't know what that road is, it's actually on Duke and West. If you turn off onto West from Duke Street, then the next street is Jameson, and that's the front of the worship center. It's going to be a secular program, even though it's in a church. We have a featured speaker, Rachel Laser. She's going to have a courageous conversation with us about the parental rights movement, specifically in Virginia, and its effect on civil rights. It's undermining the civil rights movement. So if you would like to come, it'll be about an hour long. And we'll be having some music. We'll also talk about what happened to Benjamin Thomas in our remembrance of him and some learning. Doors open at 6:15. And I have some flyers in the back. And also, I'm going to put this in the back. If you want to use this QR code, it'll take you to an article about the parental rights movement and civil rights.
Great. Thank you, Tiffany. Kristen, did you have... So this service is in remembrance of Benjamin Thomas, who is one of the 2 men that we know was lynched in Alexandria. And I believe that this year is the 125th anniversary, isn't it, of Benjamin Thomas's lynching. There are signs, yard signs, that recognize both Benjamin Thomas and Joseph McCoy, the 2 black men who we know were lynched in Alexandria. And so Tiffany says she has some of those signs. So if you would like one of those signs, see Tiffany. And that is it for our announcements. So at this time, we will greet each other by passing the peace. We're glad that you're here.